$3,700.
What the fuck?
Or the box shit, whatever you.
I mean, that's food, that's warmth for you in there chilling, but $3,700.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money just to be. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You better create some $1 million conversations out of that shit. Flip that trip.
Right. And you gotta take. You could pick as many people you want, right? With you?
A couple. Yeah, I believe so.
Okay,
3,700. Shit.
Yeah, I better have like 50 motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm gonna squad that motherfucker.
Charge 10 at the door.
They're gonna be mad as hell at me. That's gonna be mine for a minute.
Yeah, shit, man. But yeah, man, I wanted to talk about this, SamAnt, towards the end of the program today. DJ Paul, member of the legendary group 3 6 Mafia, man, was talking. He was in the airport. It looks like TMZ came up on him and he asked him about Juicy J's comment the other day that he left on his Twitter when he talked about, he apologized pretty much that if he influenced anybody to do drugs, he definitely apologized. DJ Paul responded saying, man, I gotta get your opinion on this.
Giving it to the rest of the world.
Juicy J also said he apologized for having like drug references in his music, and he apologized if anyone's taken drugs because of a song he rapped on.
Yeah.
Like, is that going to affect the tour at all? Like going, because so much of your music is about drugs, and now he's saying I'm sorry, in response to Juice WRLD and that sort of stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, people gonna do what they want to do regardless, So it's good he did that, and he felt that that's what he felt he needed to do, and I kind of do it as well, but I kind of been doing it for years and years. Like, it's old interviews with me popping up all over the place, kind of talking about that. It's all about moderation and whatever you do. But if you can stay off drugs, that's totally the best thing in the world to do. But,
even though the songs say, take as many drugs, like, it's glorifying him, like, in excess.
Yeah, but the same thing, you're not supposed to do what you hear in the song.
But kids think you are. Kids are like, some of them are dumb, and they take all these drugs, and because they hear their favorite rappers doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I see my favorite actor, Robert De Niro, killing people on movies all the time. I'm not going to go do it because he's doing it.
Hey, facts, bro. Take a sip. That was a good point, bro.
It's all entertainment. And plus, when we did it.
All right. He goes on to say some more, pretty much saying when we did it, we didn't do it like that. I mean, I ain't going to even play that part. But what are your thoughts on this, SamAnt, hearing this? Before I speak on this, what do you feel about DJ Paul's explanation, man? You agree with it? Do you disagree? What's your thoughts?
We got to hear the full context, and I don't disagree totally, but there are some things where I gotta go. There are some responsibility that has to be taken, or some accountability. Now, I'm not one to say that you guys deserve to put a body count on you by any stretch of the imagination. And people, yes, are going to do what they're going to do, but to act as if there isn't a strong, heavy influence over the subconscious on things that we do is just ignorant to say, because there is, whether it be in our music, whether it be in something we watch, whether it be in how somebody moves. Something inspired us or put an impression on our subconscious mind to have us acting in ways that we acted. Like I asked you in the pre-production, now I could sit back and go, all right, I got addicted to promethazine, and may not have been a rapper's fault, but if somebody ever asked me, how did you get introduced, or how did you initially want to try X, Y, and Z drug, I would have to go, X, Y, and Z showed me, and that's why I tried it. Mm-hmm. The thing was purple, it was in a cup, it looked dope, the Jolly Rancher shit tasted, looked good, so I wanted to try it. They made it sound good, the women was around, so I tried it. You deserve to take accountability for that, and I think that's what Juicy was trying to do. His brother was trying to kind of defend him, and I'm not mad. I don't disagree with anything he said, but you can also hear in the commentators or the interviewers' rebuttals and the reasoning that he kind of almost had to take a step back and go, yeah.
We think about him saying, I answered this yesterday. I want to hear what you got to say about this. He said, I can only talk about what I know. I've been in the streets. I've been through the streets. And then he goes on to say, when I'm supposed to talk about science books, streets is the only thing that I know. What do you think about that aspect?
They not wrong. I don't disagree with it. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with you speaking on the product of your environment. There's a difference between you speaking and highlighting things that were done, and there's a heavy difference in the promotion of it. And some actors, or some entertainers, I should say, use it for promotional tools. And you have labels that tell them, this is what you're going to rap about. This is what we're going to promote. This is the next record. This is how it's going to go. We've had people that work within the industry. We've had artists all come and say the same exact thing. Argue or equate that. Why is it so heavily pushed onto a certain demographic of listeners, so heavy, if it wasn't in pursuit of selling said product. And in doing that, you are the promoter, you are the ambassador. So I think that's why Juicy took accountability for it.
Right.
And you got to, okay, the product of your environment, totally different. When the Locks talked about doing things that they did on the street, I wasn't going out repeating it. I wasn't going out doing the things that they talked about, even though it's a kind of the same thing with De Niro. He was watching him kill cool, but you ain't got to do it. Even though they inspired, even though all this, it wasn't like I was going out and acting on some of the things, but certain people are impressed by certain things. You know what I mean? So you can't act like it doesn't go down, because it does.
A few months back, it was a settlement that went down, a $270 million settlement with some of the drug companies pretty much got sued for pretty much, starting an opioid epidemic. You know what I mean? The government or whatever went in, they had to pay this big fine. So my thing will be with these rappers is like, we already know that some of these execs, don't mind. They don't care. In fact, it's been rumored that they would even get some of these artists to promote this. It's simple marketing. Like I said yesterday, they know, they understand these labels. They understand that it's people out there that's actually addicted to stuff. So they use these rappers. I don't care if you've been through it or not like that. They use these rappers to promote this to them. To get sales. It's period. You know what I'm saying? And people can say whatever they want. It's simple mathematics to me. You know what I mean? We got these entities here that a lot of this stuff, I ain't talking about heroin and cocaine. We talking about stuff that you can get from the pharmacy.
Yeah, man.
That promethazine. Promethazine is from the pharmacy. Companies make this. Drug companies make hundreds of millions of dollars a year off people buying this, people that are addicted to it, that need it every day, that continue to buy it. When these rappers talk about activists, when these rappers promote the Molly and the leans or the stuff like that, especially the pharmaceuticals, the sales go up. They drive the sales for the consumer base because they know that some people, not all, are listening to this, the ones that are already on it. But it's the double-edged sword, because it's like, all right, now, just like any other business, we want to try to get people on this now. So let's promote this some more to get new people to want to try it.
Right.
They can't get away with this. DJ Paul, you can't get away with, this whole thing about people are going to do what they're going to do. People will look at that and they'll say, yeah, but if I was to put, Ciroc vodka and Diddy, and we brought him in here and he sat down, he took a sip of it and he said, buy Ciroc vodka, people are going to be trying Ciroc vodka. If he had it in his videos, if he was pouring that shit out on chicks, champagne, he said he got a new champagne, people are going to try it. If Diddy started drinking activists, people will want to buy that. They will find it in the street. And, coincidentally, activists is all over the streets, and you can find that shit on the streets. How does it get there?
Perfectly accessible.
How the perks get on the street? These drug companies. So, I mean, I understand. No, I'm not, trying to say, oh, the blood is on your bodies. Blood is on your hand 100%. But there is a responsibility. And when you got these rappers, like the interview was saying on TMZ, promoting this, glorifying it in their music, you best believe that they're getting new customers for Big Pharma. You best believe it.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. And that's why they're getting paid handsomely to do it.
Yeah.
And that's why a lot of them shut up when it comes to it, because they ain't trying to interfere with their bread. I ain't mad at them, but I do applaud Juicy J, because it was kind of off the heels of us talking about, do rappers need to take accountability the weekend before? And then during the weekend, he's happened to say it. So it was real coincidental, and it was perfect discussion and talking points that we talked about yesterday and carried on today, man. Like I said, I ain't mad at his brother, but DJ Paul got to take a little more accountability than that.
Then it's like, another thing that he asked him, which I thought was a good part, he was like, so is that going to affect the tour? Like, so if he's saying
rap it and promote it,
yeah, right. So it's just like, I don't expect them to not do the tour. I'm not going that extreme, but that is a question to ask. Like, are you sorry for it? But I'm going back out there, sipping on some scissor again. I'm getting more people to want to sip on that scissor. That's the way you got to look at it, because that's the way it is.
Oh, double cups would be flowing during that show. I know. I know kids that used to go to them Juicy J shows, and they used to be. They had the juicy wraps and shit. They had them all wrapped up, cigarillos, and
right.
them cups swinging. So
right,
you already know.
Yeah, man, definitely. But I mean, again, that's a choice that people make. Ultimately, the decisions on that person. Yeah, I mean, but there are influences out there.
Be smarter.
Yes, sir. But you're tuned into the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast with your brother Old God and Sam, man. Episode 288. the last episode of the year 2019, man. Hope you enjoy your night tonight. Be safe. Or if you're watching this tomorrow, you'll be in the new year, or listening to this tomorrow.
Yep.
You'll be in the new year, man. We definitely appreciate it. And stay tuned for people who watch us on YouTube and people who check us out in the audio version. But if you check us out on YouTube, man, the changes is going to be crazy that we got coming up in just a few short months, probably even sooner than that. So stay tuned, man. I know the people, they hear it and they be like, I can't wait. People ask for the intro song and all that. People, missing stuff, man. Definitely.
Oh, man, we're super. Like Oga said, we can't wait. We're crossing some C's and dotting some I's later on this month. And we got some beautiful things in store for y'all. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Have a blessed New Year for the people that are listening on the podcast right now. For the people that just watched the segment that we just did, salute to y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a safe evening. If you are watching it on New Year's Eve, enjoy your 2019. Enjoy your 2020 even better. This is Sam and Bio Hip Hop News.
Yeah.
Oh, God, Hip Hop News Uncensored. Together, we are the most dangerous podcast out here to date, the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast. See you in 2020. Over and out.
Peace.